Before we start the video, by the way, I just want to say, hey, I'm streaming on twitch.tv/mxgspider. Click the link in the description below to come find out. The second this video goes live, I will be streaming over there and testing out this brand new setup that I have in front of me. All right, enjoy the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? mxgspider here, and welcome back to a brand new video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but that's mostly because I have been working on building this brand new streaming setup for 2025. I know 2025 is now 6 months into the year, but I'm finally ready to showcase to you what my brand new setup looks like, thanks to people like Dubby, for example, for partnering with the channel and helping out a lot. I'll let Future Spider explain to you who Dubby is. I am proud to announce that I am partnered with Dubby Energy. Dubby is a drink that provides no jitters, no crash, and helps you get all the work done that you need. Visit dubby.gg or click the link in the description below, as well as use code SPIDER for 10% off. That's SP1DER on dubby.gg for 10% off. Click the link in the description below to learn more, and back to the video. Shall we begin? Let's begin. So one of the first things in this brand new setup that I want to showcase is my brand new sit-stand desk that I got a couple weeks back. This thing has helped me out a lot by keeping in shape and physical while I'm gaming, while I'm recording, while I'm editing videos, and doing all this other stuff. It helps me not sit in a chair for 8 hours a day and to, get active and stand up while I'm playing Among Us. And as you can see it go up, you can see the monolithic streaming setup that I have built rise. Some of the stuff I want to showcase really quickly is the simple things. Like, for example, the fact that I now have 2 PCs. The reason I decided to go dual PC is so that way I can have a split connection between my game and my stream. So right now, this PC primarily shoots connection to these 3 monitors. This is obviously where I have my main display capture, which is my middle screen, which is my Scepter 1080p 165Hz monitor I've had for almost 4 years at this point in time. That shoots into my main PC through DisplayPort, and then I have an HDMI cable shoot into a capture card, which is behind my amp, which I'll show you in a minute. That then runs into the gaming PC, and all of the footage and all the gameplay that you see is on this monitor is then shot into this PC on this screen. So when I'm playing a game, you see what happens on this screen happens on this PC, and it's a split connection, because one thing I've noticed when I'm playing games is a lot of my CPU and GPU horsepower is taken up by my stream. And even though I used NVENC, didn't really work out so well whenever I was playing a high-demanding game like, for example, Spider-Man Remastered. But I have since cleaned all that up by swapping over to a dual PC setup, and here are some of the specs on the screen to the gaming and the streaming PC. They're not impressive, but they get the job done as to playing games and recording and streaming them in high-quality 1080p 60. Obviously, because I have 2 PCs, I have 2 keyboards and 2 mouses. So for my gaming PC, I use a Red Dragon K552, only because it's a TKL keyboard and it's cheap. PewDiePie mouse from Ghost Keyboards, which is a very nice mouse. It does what I need it to do properly. And over on my streaming PC, I got a RK Royal Clutch. Yes, I know this is a way better keyboard than this, but I also did not buy this. This wasn't even mine. This was Nicholas's, and I stole it from him. My mouse is a Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed that I bought like 3 years ago for my laptop, but my laptop sucks, so I don't really use this mouse that much there, and I now use it here because it's wireless, and it's just so that way I can easily check something if I need it. So for audio, one of the main things I wanted to be able to do was use 1 microphone and 1 headphones for both PCs, and thankfully to the boys over at Beacon, who made the Beacon Studio, made all that possible. This thing is so cool. I'm not sponsored by them. I just love this so much. Not only does this thing come in a super cool 2 USB-C out layout and everything, and has XLR, headphone jack, and 2 USB-C ports, one into your main streaming rig, and then the other one into your main gaming rig, so that way you can have a 1 microphone, 1 headphone connection between both computers. That's not the only thing that's cool about it. The other thing is that there is a software that you can use on both computers that controls the audio of both computers on just 1 computer. So as you can see, this is my streaming PC. That's my OBS. And this is Beacon Studio, or the Beacon software for the Beacon Studio. So as you can see, these are all pretty much all my audio links and everything. So obviously this is my mic, the Rode Pod mic, which is ran from this red cable into the Beacon Studio. That then is shot between both PCs from the USB cables of the Beacon. And then obviously the chat, the music, the browser, game, and all the other stuff, that's obviously all on my streaming PC, but this is what's really cool. The second input on the Beacon Studio is called Link. And Link In is basically, this is my gaming PC, right? And Link In 1 is just all the sound that comes from my gaming PC. So as you can see, when I click a tab or close a tab on, you know, Opera GX, which is what I use, it then pops up the sound of it on the gaming PC. So as you can see, as I'm opening tabs, it's just popping up the sound. And then you might be wondering, what's Link 3 in? Link 3 in is Spotify. So if I'm on Spotify, I can click play on Stream Beats, which is DMCA copyright-free music, by the way. And then Link 3 in is just Spotify. And obviously, I can then hook that up to the Stream Deck via, you know, the Elgato software, and just have a button that's dedicated to just those audio interfaces, which obviously Link In is my gaming PC, which is this top right button. Obviously, I can mute and unmute that. And then this bottom right button is Spotify, which is Link 3 in. It's very precise and very complicated to, you know, understand if you're not, like, known for doing stuff like this. But I do plan on making a video talking about this sometime in the future. So if you want that video, let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, my Rode Pod mic runs into that, and then the output of it is into my Corsair HS35s that I've been using for a little bit over a year now. I used to have a red pair of these back in like 2020, but I have since broken and have never seen those headphones again. I just thought if I was going to go with something new, I'd go with something I was used to at one point, which was these, and these are very good. Speaking about the Stream Deck, I have two Elgato Stream Decks on the desk. Now, this is my old Stream Deck Mini, and I use it primarily just for Discord, which is right here. I just use it for mute and deafen mostly, and obviously the soundboard when I feel like messing with people on calls. And then this one is just obviously for streaming. So obviously I have all my main gaming scenes right here, which is gaming, which is what I have right here. Intermission, be right back, which is whenever I go take a piss or whatever. And then the bottom buttons over here control my guitar scene. So obviously I got my main guitar scene. It's black here because I'm using my Panasonic Lumix DMC G7 to film, and I also use it as my main streaming camera, as you can see by the cables on that stand up there. Have my solo one, which is this webcam, my Logitech C922, being the main camera, which it used to be back in my old setup, but now it's the new main camera, as I'm playing guitar solos. So this one is just a shot of my guitar neck and strings and everything. This one is a vocal cam, which I primarily use for vocal streams. It's a Nexigo webcam. I use this camera to film one video, which was my Fortnite video, like from Chapter 2 Remix or whatever, and then I never use it to film a video again, and now it's gonna be reused for streaming. So yeah, this one's primarily for when I'm doing vocal streams, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this one is a pedalboard camera, which is this camera here, obviously for the pedalboard that I actually keep hidden under my bed, which is right here. The main three pedals I'm rocking are a Boss DD20 Giga Delay, a Boss ME80 Multi-Effects, and a Dunlop wah pedal. I primarily just use the ME80 for obviously the preamp, the EQ, the compressor, and the distortion effects. And obviously sometimes for dumb noises on the modulation effects. That's cool, and I keep it under my bed so that way I could just put it away when I'm done and then just hide it. Speaking about more guitar stuff, this is my guitar amp. It is a Marshall Combo 50 watt. It's a good amp. It's really, really good. It's been helping me out play guitar for the last almost 4 years now. I do have two more pedals on top of this amp. It's a MXR noise clamp, which is a noise gate pedal, and a MXR 6-band EQ, which is another EQ. This pedal I keep pretty neutral because I don't really have a reason to put it up. I mean, like, it does what I needed to do, which is just boosts. And then these two mics right here are shot into my Behringer UMC 202 HD for capturing the left and right microphones for guitar amps for guitar streams. Then obviously I have this pedal too. It's a Digitech drop. I keep it up here so that way I can easily change tunings while I'm streaming. And obviously to keep myself lit up, I have 3 of these OBMU lights, the same lights I put in Nicholas's setup, because the cool thing about them is that they're controlled with these little remotes. And obviously since I use all 3 lights, I have all 3 of them in this tray, which is not only just a tray, but it's a cup holder, phone stand, as well as a headphone stand. Obviously I have some more W flavors, you know, so that way I can buy these in full tubs later on. Code Spider, by the way. And yeah, that's pretty much my entire setup. There's obviously some things that I'm still gonna get, like for example, I really want to get a vocal processor over here for when I do vocal streams, so that way I can add effects and then use that software that it has built into it for more effects. I don't know. I'll make a video about it when I get it, but you know, obviously that's the setup for now. And yeah, she's a beaut. This is a really great setup for what I use it for, and I really love what I've built here. If you guys want a more in-depth room tour, I'll probably end up making a video on it on my second channel when I get back from vacation. But it probably won't be for another like week or 2 from now on the second channel, but subscribe over there just in case you want some more behind the scenes from videos like this, and you know, even live streams and stuff like that, because anytime, any video I then make from a live stream clip, I'm gonna post a full live stream over there. Yeah, without further ado, this video has been a lot of fun, and I am so glad I can finally showcase you my super cool, awesome streaming setup. Well, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna go to bed now. Goodbye. So that way I can make dumb noises and play dumb guitar solos like anything by Tom Morello.